Lovable didn't become the most talked about vibe coding platform by accident. I've used it for 6 months. I actually built a product with it. So let me audit it properly. At first, Lovable feels magical. You prompt, it builds, you deploy. Everything lives inside one environment. For a lot of people, that alone is the dream. But here's the part you only discover after weeks of real usage. Lovable makes a lot of assumptions in the background. If your prompts aren't precise, it quietly overcomplicates things in the background. You're blind to the backend structure, it often writes more code than necessary, and eventually you realize you're refactoring with a developer anyway. That's the hidden cost most demos don't show you. Now, the reason people still love Lovable. The cloud feature is genuinely strong. You can deploy everything inside Lovable. Hosting, databases, infrastructure, all handled. There is also a magical point about compliance. So many businesses pay thousands of dollars to get SOC 2 and ISO 27001. But if you build with Lovable, it's already integrated within the ecosystem. So you will be compliant from day one. That tells you Lovable isn't just for hobby projects. Another smart design choice is this. You don't have to think about LLM models. Lovable automatically optimizes the best LLM model for your task. For most users, that's a feature, not a flaw. But there is a trade-off. You don't know which model is being used. And in my case, that meant burning a lot of credits. If I'd had model control, cheap models for basic tasks, stronger models for complex logic. That way, I would have saved a lot of money. Now, the pricing starts at $9, but you can't do much with that anyways. And it goes all the way to $50 per month with additional top-ups available. I personally spent $250 before changing my setup. Now, this is what I did. I cloned the project, moved it to VS Code, downgraded to $9 per month, and used GitHub Copilot at $10 a month. So $19 in total, way more efficient, full model control, 10 times better credit economics compared to the $50 package. Lovable also has its own AI for analysis and summaries. It works, but it's more expensive. You're paying for convenience, not efficiency. Final take, if you're happy staying inside Lovable, it's a solid experience. If you can move to VS Code, it becomes an 8 out of 10 for me, and it's constantly getting better. If you want the VS Code setup guide, drop me a message or a comment below and I'll send it over to you.